Look into the eyes of some of the most extraordinary creatures on Earth. They were all cast away on islands in southeastern Asia. They've now been transformed into new species. This is the remarkable story of how some of Asia's animals came under the powerful spell of island magic. Southeast Asia shatters into archipelagos of thousands of islands. Some are ancient, others are very recent. The island of Java became separated from mainland Asia just 10,000 years ago. In its isolated forests, the top predator and most feared animal is the leopard. Nothing escapes its keen eye. Others must somehow avoid predation or die. On Java, it is the undisputed top of the food chain. The monitor lizard is another predator, but it's a small-time killer and scavenger. Nevertheless, on other islands in Southeast Asia, the monitor lizard can be king. Java was created at the end of the last ice age. As ice caps melted and sea levels rose, the land bridges to the mainland disappeared, and many animals were marooned on this new island. In the 10,000 years that Banteng cattle have been stranded on Java, they have changed from their mainland relatives. On an island where land is limited, the size of animals becomes crucial. On Java, the Banteng cattle have adapted by becoming significantly smaller. But bulk remains important, particularly for the bulls. The younger bull on the right has successfully challenged his older rival for control of the herd, but the loser keeps returning, refusing to accept his defeat. Soon the loser will give up his attempts to regain the females. His role in shaping the genetic future of this herd is over. He is frustrated at his loss. The loss of size of these island cattle is limited. On Java, they must be big enough to repel a leopard. Leopards do target the herds when the cows have young calves. For the rest of the year, they wisely leave the cattle alone. The leopard disappears, its spots merging with the dappled shadow of the forest. The safest place for Javan peacocks is among the Banteng. The Banteng stir up insects for the peacocks. In return, the peacock's sharp eye has warned the herd of danger. A male feels so confident among the cattle that he performs a ritual dance of courtship, displaying his magnificent tail and spectacular iridescent finery. Hens are attracted to males with a bright iridescent sheen on their feathers. On Java, the feathers are an iridescent green. On the mainland, they're royal blue. But island isolation can weave magic far more powerful than the color of a peacock's feathers. change can be radical. Islanders have the chance to reinvent themselves, if they can survive. The predator is a most powerful agent of change. As Java's top predator, the leopard forces virtually every animal to adapt or die. But there is another agent of change on Java. It's far more gentle, but just as powerful. The fig tree is Java's tree of life. Its spreading branches tower above all rivals. The fig tree works its magic not through death, but by rewarding the animals and birds that come under its spell. Once a year for 7 or 8 days, each fig tree bursts into fruit. During that brief time, birds and animals are invited from far and wide to a party where they gorge themselves on the sticky sweetness of the fruit. And in return, the tree gets its reward. The guests later disperse fig seeds as they move around the forest. The many different fig trees on Java fruit throughout the year, and animals like long-tailed macaques are obliged to make endless pilgrimages from one fruiting tree to the next. Though the macaques love the figs, they don't depend on them. They're omnivorous. They don't mind what they eat. The ebony monkey is a specialist leaf eater. It doesn't need to travel far for its food needs. But for the next few days, it and the Javan gibbon will abandon this particular tree. The gibbon is wary of the noisy macaques and feeds at a respectful distance from them. Gibbons also follow the yearly fruiting cycle of fig trees, spending all their lives in the tops of trees. The troop of macaques forages below the fig tree. Wherever they travel, they taste almost anything around them. Whatever they eat, they usually drop most of it. But their mess is a bonus for fig eaters who can't climb. The monkeys are so confident they will feed right at the feet of the Rusa deer. For troops of macaques, each new fruiting fig tree becomes, for a few days, a safe haven, playground, and nursery. Mothers bear only one young at a time and devote enormous energy to raising each infant. Young females remain in their mother's group all their lives. But in 5 or 6 years, this young male will move out on his own. If he can learn to stay out of trouble. Like the macaque, the monitor lizard will also eat anything. Crabs, birds' eggs, and even baby monkeys. At about a meter from nose to tail, it's too small to be a threat to anything bigger. The deer don't give it a backward glance. As usual, the monitor is looking for an easy meal. The weak or the small. The monitor is in no hurry. A cold-blooded reptile, it needs to eat no more than once a month. But there is a bigger danger for all those who have come to the fig fruiting party. The noise of the revelers attracts an unwanted guest. The leopard needs fresh meat at least twice a week. The leopard sights a female warty pig and her litter. They too have come to the fig tree for the fallen fruit. The mother pig has so many babies she can scarcely keep track of them. The mother monkey keeps her infant well away from the leopard's clutches. Pig is one of the leopard's favorite foods, and the young piglets are naive and unwary. This has been the way of things on Java for 10,000 years. Though the leopard takes many piglets, there are always enough left to form the next generation. On Java, the leopard reigns. Animals must show respect and pay tribute, and no other animal pays more tribute than the pig. Even the monitor lizard must be wary. Like other creatures of the forest, it too must defer to the might of the velvet paw. Lest it becomes a meal itself, the monitor heads to a place where it has no rival. The lizard is as much at home on water as it is on land. The river is its highway, and the riverbank its hunting domain. Here the monitor has its own subjects, who ignore its presence at their peril. But there's another creature on the riverbank today for whom the river is a last refuge. Less than 70 Javan rhinos remain on Earth. It's the rarest large mammal in the world. The ponderous rhino is burdened by its enormous size. Large animals reproduce very slowly and need a lot of space. As people put more pressure on the remaining forests, the Javan rhino is trapped. the island is both sanctuary and prison. But the monitor lizard can easily move away when life becomes difficult. The river may take it to another beach or even beyond, to another island. In a branch overhanging the river, other long-distance travelers squabble for food. Fruit bats can use their wings to fly them to safety. Wherever the fruit bat flies, it takes with it the seeds of the fig. And that journey may be a very long one. Bats will fly 70 kilometers or more a night in search of a fruiting tree. It's therefore not at all unusual for strong winds, or perhaps a storm, to blow a bat off course, far out over the sea, to be cast ashore who knows where. In 1930, a violent eruption from the ocean floor thrust up a new island, just 40 kilometers off Java's west coast. From the moment the volcanic rock cooled, the island of Anak Krakatau offered great new opportunities for those of Java's species who could reach this brave new world. Initially, the slopes of the young volcano were devoid of life. The challenge for all travelers was to make landfall, find a foothold, and thrive. Over time, these random arrivals accumulated to form an eccentric community of castaways. In the 70 years since Anak Krakatau erupted from the ocean floor, a forest that includes fig tree. The female The babirusa are also drawn to the peculiar fig tree which fruits close to the ground. The lowest fruit even ripens down in the soil and among the leaves. Although the babirusa and the anoa may be unthreatened, the dark forest does conceal a tribe of fierce gremlins. The monitor lizard is a notable exception. Like the fruit bat, it comes and goes on Sulawesi. It has never been isolated here long enough to be changed. But there are islands that have worked incredible magic, even on this tough and resilient character. The recipe for the spell is, of course, the well-tried formula of isolation and time. Far to the east of Sulawesi, on an island at Asia's extreme edge, the predatory monitor lizard has been transformed into a gentle vegetarian. The emerald tree monitor is perfectly camouflaged in the one tree that provides for so many of Asia's islanders. It can even use its tail like a fifth hand. The emerald tree monitor can scamper like a squirrel on slender branches. This small jewel was created by the power of the fig. On another island, at Asia's southern limit, the same spell of time and isolation have conjured a different lizard, able to contemplate a different kind of prey. It's only now, after several years, that this young lizard can leave the trees in safety. It has a lot of growing to do before it'll be big enough and brave enough to join its parents at a full-scale dragon banquet. This is the ultimate island giant, the largest lizard in the world. Like the monitor lizard, the dragon can scavenge for a meal. Unlike every other lizard, it has the power to bring down animals much heavier and faster than itself. Dragons carve the carcass into bite-sized chunks with their razor-sharp teeth. It is a primeval scene. It's as if dinosaurs once more ruled the land. But this terrifying creature is simply an overgrown monitor lizard. And like the lizard, when there's no food, this dragon can lie low and survive for months, and then re-emerge supreme. Like the leopard on Java, on Komodo Island, this lizard has achieved an awesome power. Here, the true dragon of Asia has become the ruler of an island. Back on the Asian continent, the pace and scope of evolutionary change has been slower and far less eccentric. But dragons, giants, dwarfs, and many other wondrous animal designs are the fruits of island magic.